Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the CORSAIR DreamLeague Season 9. I'm ODPixel, I'm here with Fogged, and we are getting ready for our final matchup of the day, our final matchup of the Southeast Asian region. It's your finals. It's Fnatic versus Execration.
It is.
Are you ready for this one? Should be fun. It's always fun to see Fnatic, Envy and the boys come in with their very sort of, as we see, varied approach to the game that worked out yesterday.
Yeah.
Their own sort of way of playing the Dots. It's working in this regional qualifiers. They made it to the finals. They're against Execration. Execration, they've had a long day behind them so far.
They have had a very long day.
But it's been quite a fun day, I'd imagine, for them. They had a 2-0 on TNC. They've got to be feeling pretty good running off the back of that victory.
They should be feeling very hyped. And, I mean, looking at the way that they've been drafting and stuff, they are. I would say they are a little bit on the back foot just because everything they've picked now, Fnatic is like, okay, we already kind of knew you guys. Now we know what you were really good with. So I think it's gonna harm them a little bit that they did have to play all day today, and that tends to be what happens when you're a team that makes to that grand finals right away. You get a bit of advantage. You get to watch your opponents.
But it works out as well in a format like this. There's got to be some sort of disadvantage of being in the lower bracket, and this is it.
And
you have to have the run of you have to have the run of games. You have the longer day. It's because you're in the lower bracket. That's sort of the balancing,
the punishment. You should have made it through the top.
But as I said, I think it was because I think they're gonna have a lot of momentum on it. If you're taking down 2-0 on TNC. As you said, I think looking back at sort of the records between those two teams, they normally don't win those series. TNC normally comes out
so long. Yeah, they lost the last 3 big series for qualifiers and stuff. They did lose either 2-0 or 2-1. This time they were finally able to bring it back. And yeah, like you said, in a crisp 2-0.
A 2-0, yeah.
Yeah, and they played. I mean, they did play pretty damn well. Everybody was kind of carrying their own weight. For the most part, though, it was absolutely the chorus in this game. In that last series, they were both making the right plays, being in the right position at all the right times.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. I'm looking forward to see like what difference happens actually in the drafts, because these teams, at least in the last, I'm looking at like their last few games, the drafts tend to get a little crazy. The hero picks that we see, there was an Ember Spirit in one of the games from Fnatic.
When was that?
This was the
the previous matches. I was going to say, I've not seen an Ember Spirit in a long time.
Previous matches that they played versus Execration about a week ago.
That was last week in DAC.
Last week in DAC. And there's this one. Look at this lineup.
What else they got it? A Baron, Terrorblade, Ember Spirit, Venge. Yeah, that is like, quite something. That's what I'm saying. Fnatic
stuff.
They do try different stuff. And yesterday at work, we saw what, for instance, the Eternal Envy Visage come in.
We did.
And that's what I'm saying. You've got to watch out for that. I would imagine a very hard team to draft against in the region of Southeast Asia.
What do you really want to ban versus these guys now? At least on the side of Execration, what do you want to ban versus Fnatic? Do you look at that Chen? Do you look at that Coddle?
The Chen,
look at that Brewmaster? Those are the
I think the Chen Coddle are the ones that we saw a lot of teams just... That's the two
Chen
sort of Fnatic targeted bans that you would definitely consider
the Brew,
in the first phase.
I kind of do like the Brew, honestly. I think that's one of Universe's like higher played ones that he's been crushing really hard on. But he also, yesterday he displayed... He's got his Batrider, his Enigma. People, you can't sleep on Universe with those two heroes. Those are two of his best.
You got to have him on these playmaking heroes, though.
Yeah,
I feel that was sort of the lacking for because to say that playmaking heroes, not including Axe.
Not Axe.
Not Axe.
Not Axe. I mean,
not Axe. It's hard to play Axe.
He has played the Axe.
The Axe
actually versus Execration before. This was like 30 days ago.
30 days ago. I mean, that's like last year.
I do like seeing Universe on the more traditional Universe heroes.
The lane-winning heroes. Yeah,
these big team fight guys, yeah.
So we'll see what Envy gets from him. So we are about to get ready for the game. We have given away a cap, though, I believe, haven't we?
We have given away a cap.
We have a winner. I won't say his surname because I don't want him to get attacked by all the mean, nasty people on this day. But Tyler, you have won, Mr.
Heineken.
At Heineken735, who sent us this wonderful message. I don't have a Valentine, but I'm watching and would be stoked to win one of those really cool hats. Also that...
That's it. Also that Tide Hunter pillow.
That Tide Hunter pillow is legit. We got to confirm.
Yeah, thank you.
So we'll be... No, we won't, actually. We're keeping this.
This is mine.
This is our pillow. Yeah. Where's my puck? Oh, he's down here again.
That one's not as filled. This one's got a lot of cushion.
I noticed this face looks very sinister. Doesn't it?
Doesn't it puck look like that, though?
Well, I guess he does, but at the same time, it's quite sort of unnerving, this face. Like... Okay, sorry, I'm assuming his gender. Okay, this genderless being has quite a scary face. You can just sort of imagine, if that was sitting in your room, just staring at you, so sort of through the gaps. It's like very terrifying. But anyway, so congratulations to Heineken735 for that. We are sending you this cap. I will sign it.
Yeah, and look it.
Sign it.
Don't lick it.
I won't lick it, actually, because he said
licking.
It was quite a nice, normal message. I only lick the hats for the strange people. You seem like a nice, normal boy, Tyler. So we'll be sending this off to you.
Thank you for watching. We always appreciate it.
That's
what we're here for. It's for you guys.
So that's we'll put it back in.
This isn't for us. You know, this is for you guys. That's what we're here for.
It is. That's how generous we are. You know, we get paid hundreds of thousands a day, and sometimes we give you a cap. It's, you know, it's the trade-off you get, really. You know, we're so generous, honestly.
You're having your doctor.
We've got this off. This is why I get the 100K a day.
Yep.
You know, that's the problem. You know, so I read Ben Wu's long post. Ben Wu, you got to ask for more. You know, that's the problem. You know, talk to Monster, make those six-figure deals, Ben. That's what you got to do. That's what they pay me.
Damn.
Whoa.
Words of wisdom.
That sip just earned me $250,000. That was whoa. Wow. Look at that.
That's a nice display right there.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, we are just waiting for the teams as the game is going to get ready.
Is that your mug?
That's Scriff! Scriff's coming in here.
You're destroying our war room.
And he's drinking that. We're not having that, Scriff. Honestly. At
least it's Monster in the
At least it was Monster in the mug, but honestly, you know, you've got to sort of shout out to the graphic artists of Monster, really. You've got to drink it out of the can. It always tastes better out of the can.
It does.
It does.
So we are still waiting a few moments.
Oh, very nice. I like it. Anyway, so we're waiting on the teams.
We're waiting on the teams.
We're waiting on the teams.
Moments.
We're waiting on the teams. We're waiting on Fnatic. They'll be in the lobby soon. What's the timer being said? Oh, okay, so...
Yeah, you see that one. I didn't want to read it out.
The chat
it's a pretty good one, but...
I mean, we were sad because it's quite funny. Envy asked when the game started. The admin said 2 minutes ago. Envy replied, oh, you can add in the expletive there. So, some realization, but we're getting the game started as the teams are just getting themselves sorted out.
Where did this
It's Griff. Yeah, take that out of here.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Oh, what's
go?
This is
another doctor for Owen.
It's Griff.
Oh my God, what is happening right now?
We're meant to do these deals off camera. I mean, so we go.
Is that it?
There we go.
I thought you could get more. I was expecting some big things right there.
This is my weekly allowance. Drink in moderation, and this is, you know.
That's the weekly, yeah. But we'll just leave
That's my weekly. I'll take that home.
That's for Roche.
Put that in the fridge.
One of those is for Roche. Give Roche one.
Give Roche a drink.
Give Roche a drink.
Roche can have the blue one. The blue one, it's still good because it's Monster, but it's not my favourite. Blue one for Roche. There we go. And then for there we go. We got
Fnatic.
The Fnatic one. There we go. And what colour is Execration? Well, there it's the black and white logo. The classic. The classic.
That's
Monster.
pretty close. Yeah, the classic Monster.
I can't reach over there. I don't really want to.
No, you're good at this.
I'm not.
I've got.
If I slide this, it's gonna go everywhere.
No, it's not. It's not open. Oh, it is open. Oh, it turned around though.
Oh, actually, yeah, we can't have that.
You can't.
I can't have that. Oh, quick! We're losing money. There we go. There we go.
Much better.
Anyway, so we are just waiting for the game to start. So as we're saying, hero picks. You were mentioning Execration have sort of shown their hand maybe a little bit today. Is that you saying that we might see Fnatic ban the sort of the Void Tinkers?
I think the Tinker. At least the Tinker is going to get banned. I don't think the Void is going to get banned. But either way, too, it's like, if they see a first 2 Tinker, they're going to address it. They're not going to pick some heroes that do struggle versus the Tinker. They're going to pick heroes that can at least play versus that and actually have chances to finding him and putting pressure on him in the laning phase. Because as we've seen, that hero does take time still to get online. Sure, you're pretty strong with Laser Rocket build, but if you kill him a few times, get some wards in the jungle, you can shut down that hero pretty hard early on. And then if you have those natural finders, Zeus, Storm, Clockwork, a bunch of heroes that just give vision or can just zip in to find him, then you have better chances versus him. So I think there will be changes in priority, but I think we're still what? I think Sanking is still going to be up there, right?
Sanking, Tiny, Razor Omni.
Sanking, Tiny, Razor Omni is still going to be top.
Maybe SF Clock.
Maybe SF Clock.
The Clock at least for sure.
I hope we get some. I hope we get. I mean,
what do you want
I have to say another Invoker, to be honest.
You want to see the Invoker?
As long as they have like, not so greedy. Like they need to have some gyrocopter.
Because what was the problem in the game where they lost with Invoker? Can you remember? Because we saw obviously Arbed. He had a great game with Invoker yesterday in terms of the games yesterday, and Arbed also had a game where they did lose on when it was Invoker. But I'm trying to remember what sort of problem was with the draft overall.
That was the Axe.
That was the Axe.
That was
okay. So that's why.
But they did do it with the gyro, and I'm actually okay with Invoker plus gyrocopter course. I think that's actually one of the ways to make the Invoker work. As long as the gyro gets very aggressive, gets those like early TPs as soon as you get phase drum, you're constantly just going fight, And this was versus, I think, in my opinion, TNC is one of their strongest drafts. That's when they had the Death Prophet tie Doom. I thought the Doom last pick by TNC was really strong there.
We did see, sort of that
very,
very active Doom.
Tim's played really well.
And so actually, we do always sort of look at the previous matchups. What was the sort of the Fnatic versus Execration history like again?
It was the one I had before. Yeah, where
it's just the one time and then the third.
In the last, they played a couple times, like a full month ago. If you want to go all the way back there, they've lost every series. They've lost versus Fnatic. So
again, so different iterations of Fnatic, but as you say, as in terms of sort of the two team names.
Was this one with Ohio as well? This one was with Universe. Two of the series were with Universe, the GESC one and the DAC.
But they have taken one game. They took one game.
They did take one win, and it was with the Tinker.
It was with the Tinker. So I think that is going to guarantee a Tinker ban. Unless Arbit wants to say maybe pick it up as the second pick. But Tinker is definitely.
And they even had it. The thing is that that game was with Fnatic. It was a Tinker pick, and they instantly picked Invoker because, you know, as we've seen, the Invoker, he can find
the Tornado.
That Tinker. The Tornado is very strong. Sunstrike 2, the Cataclysm can be worked into. And they picked a fast-paced lineup, but that's just Execration's bread and butter. I think you do have to get rid of that Tinker.
Yeah. Oh, how's the lobby looking? We should.
The lobby, I think it's still missing one.
Oh, we're still missing one.
A couple people missing.
So, should be starting very shortly.
How's our chat people doing?
What's going on in chat?
Let's see.
PogChamp,
they're just calling us a bunch of sellouts, monster, and that's about it. They're happy. They're happy. They're ready.
Wait, they said fix the Fnatic monster can. Yeah, it's facing them.
It's facing the wrong way too. Oh,
there we go.
Thank you, chat. Thank you, chat.
There we are. Can I put it on there?
No, that's risky. That might fall.
Is that a bad idea?
That's not a bad.
Oh, that's a good idea. No,
I'm gonna bump into the table.
That's a bad idea.
I'm gonna bump into the table. Okay, thank you.
There we go. Sorry, I'll make it perfect just so for those guys.
So they're almost in, hopefully. Yeah, guys. Not a lot we can do. We can't force the teams to, you know, speed up too much. But they'll be here soon.
There we go.
Good job.
Look at that. That's
pretty
nice. That actually looks pretty good.
Why didn't we do that from the start?
That's actually the new Roshan model in the next update.
I actually do like. Ooh.
It comes on top of the cannon monster.
Nice.
Yeah. So, what else is happening? Lots of smiley faces still.
Everyone's just still pretty happy. They're all just expecting some good stuff. I'm looking forward to just lots of fighting.
You have 1K. I have 1K MMR. Am I good? You are, relatively, to people that have less than 1K than you.
Relatives.
Relatives. In relative terms, everyone in chat is good at Dota 2. Relatively.
Jesus.
What? What are you doing now?
I can't reach it. I was gonna.
What were you gonna do?
I was gonna get a little better angle because it was zoomed in.
Oh, was it? I do a nice close-up shot.
Had a nice close-up, yeah.
Oh, nice. So, remember to pick techies. Well, not going to happen. One day techies will be back in CM mode. One day. Yeah. I mean, will it be any? It's been how long has techies not been in CM mode? I say CM mode. That's wrong in it. Because captain's mode. Just CM.
Captain's mode.
Captain's mode. It's been a long time.
Last time I remember it was like that ESL, right? That one of those like ESL ones. I remember when Secret was playing the techies and TI5. I think it was right after TI5 they removed it, right?
I think it was, wasn't it? Was it after the
right after Aoi just, you know, displayed the most disgusting
and it never came back.
And nobody's sad. Nobody's upset about that. Nobody.
It's not like the hero's too weak or too strong. It's just like no one wants it.
No one wants it.
Like I can imagine none of the teams want it. The teams don't want it back in CM.
Some players do. I know there's people who love playing it, like Waga and all these guys. They do love their tech. I mean, I like playing the techies too, but I still hate playing versus techies. It makes me want to just.
It's a frustrating
Makes me really upset.
It's a frustrating hero.
Oh,
Fnatic have a penalty because they're late.
Yep.
Don't be late to DreamLeague. Jackie Mao, we've had trouble with you in the past. We're letting you off this time. But we will give penalties if you're late.
They're trying to cater to the admin too. But we love DreamLeague.
No.
Look.
Did he actually say...
We love DreamLeague, man.
We love DreamLeague. That's not going to work here. Sorry, rules are rules.
Nice try, DJ.
Good try, DJ. It's cute. We love you too, DJ. But it's not going to work. No sweet talking gets rid of these penalties. So level 1 penalty, I believe, is about 30 seconds.
30 seconds off the penalty.
A little bit of time off the bonus time, which I'm down with. That's going to mean the draft is going to happen quicker.
Yeah, it is. Oh, no. Tidehunter actually has a hole in him.
Oh.
That wasn't me.
Oh, dear.
What have you done?
What have you done?
That wasn't me. Someone you were throwing him around and everything.
I wasn't doing that. I tell you what, the game has begun. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the grand finals here at the CORSAIR DreamLeague Season 9, Fnatic versus Execration. The draft is beginning right now.
I hear the sound.
Well, yeah, and we're in before any bans happen, so you, ladies and gentlemen, don't miss anything at home.
So do they ban out, what, they can still ban out Naga if they, well, they can still pick the Naga.
The Naga, the Omni.
Yeah. The thing is that Fnatic has first pick, so it's really up to what do they want to grab first. Because we did see them like do some different bans yesterday too. They were like, oh, we want the Sand King, so we're banning Rubik. We want this, so we're banning this specific hero.
And it's SEA, so there's the Nyx Assassin, as we mentioned, or you mentioned specifically, the Chen.
Yep.
Take that
Chen,
away
definitely.
from Fnatic. Chen and Coddle.
Chen, Coddle, and
that's good bans against Fnatic.
I was thinking Chen, Coddle, and Brew, but I think Chen, Coddle, and maybe Towerblade could also be an option.
In the first phase bans.
I do
be down for that.
I think I'd be down for that versus
Yeah.
Fnatic. Envy's the specialist. I don't know if Execration really wants to play versus that, but they do have their... I think if maybe they see the Tinker banned, then they'll ban the Terrorblade. I think they'll make adjustments.
That sounds really likely.
Envy's doing what he did yesterday. That
The
Jara
Jara.
and Luna was the other one,
They banned Jara Luna, and that was the game they won. So smart drafting there in a way that no one else really would draft. As you said, no one else is going to first phase ban Jara and Luna, but Envy did, and it worked out.
Yeah.
So the Naga Siren.
So that's the other one. Do they take out the Coddle? Do they leave it? Does Fnatic even want it? What does Envy do here? Does he mind game? Does he not? What do we got?
I hope we get some mind games. I really do.
I do too.
It makes it very entertaining.
It does indeed.
So,
10 seconds remaining.
Fnatic with that third ban, the Sand Kings, the Tinies, the Omni Knights.
Yeah,
If anything,
Sand
I'll
King,
probably say
Omni.
put Omni at the top.
I think, yeah.
But you never know with Jackie Mao, he might, as you said, the Luna or something. He's sort of hard carries.
He
Or the
did
Tinker.
ban the Sand King when they were they first pick? No, they didn't actually ever ban the Sand King. It was TNC who banned the Sand King versus Fnatic. So I think Fnatic is trying to get that first pick. So they might ban Rubik. Rubik or Tinker, right? If they want to take the Sand King. Okay, they ban.
They ban the Sand King. Ah, all right. Sand King.
It's fine.
So with Sand King gone, Execration's turn. Oh, you're right.
Oh, my back really hurts.
Fnatic's turn.
Your back
Oh,
hurts.
yeah, I'm adjusting.
Use the pillow.
I was using the pillow.
Use the pillow. Oh, you put the Tiner in your hood.
And they get Razor first pick. And there is an Omni Knight if Execration wants to go for that one. Of course, Razor is that dominant in the lane versus Omni Knight, but grand scheme of the game, that hero.
What else have Execration been opening with today?
Tinker +1.
Tinker +1, I wouldn't mind it, because as we say, we think the Tinker is going to get banned out in that second phase if they don't take it now. And it was in the game where they were able to beat Fnatic in the past, and they are good with the Tinker. They'll take the Omni Knight, they'll take the Rubik, so protecting that
They're
Omni Knight pick.
Okay.
Also another smart way to open up. And it's a good meta response to the Razor, having those two.
Yeah, and Rubik's always, you're always going to find some stuff to steal.
You're right there.
Don't slid a little far. A little bit further than I wanted it to.
Down to the offlane Omni Knight. Back over to Fnatic. They have the Razor. What do they want to grab with it? Are we going to see any sort of early... You know, he's picked some questionable things early on the drafts before we had, what, second pickaxe yesterday? Does he want to go for something wild?
They could go for something like Disruptor.
Go for the Beastmaster for Uni.
Okay. I was thinking they were going to save their offlane, even though they see the Omni Knight, just to give them that option of that.
Because it seems like Envy loves to give, like, sort of Universe the hero on the second pick. We've seen that a few times yesterday, likes to draft his offlaners early.
Teams are rating Beastmaster really high again, though, depending on region to region, but that Axes build, you know, you just get Axes and the passive, and you're actually pretty damn strong.
So back.
Just threaten majority lanes. Oh! You know what it is? I think they want Coddle. Coddle Beastmaster. Right? I think they actually might have to ban the Coddle.
I'm sure he's going to get banned. I'm sure Coddle's going to get banned, and I would think as well, Lycan's maybe going to get banned. I guess with the Razor, you don't know. But yeah, there is. Coddle's banned.
They can the Coddle, yeah, because I think Coddle Beastmaster. No, it's in the offlane, but it's slid too far. This is what I do. This is why I'm the one putting them on the board. There you go. Perfect. There you go.
So, yes, Coddle banned, as you said, and then back over to the side of Fnatic. They take away the Beastmaster. The Bat Rider. Let's try that again. The Bat Rider was banned.
What if... Because Fnatic, they have IO players. I haven't seen them run it, but that IO Beastmaster lane is very threatening. We've seen a bunch of teams running it. We saw Liquid running it. We saw EG running it. A couple of other teams, I'm pretty sure, ran it. that could be an option. However, they have not played in a pro game.
I mean, it's not bad. It sort of leaves you with a lacking of stuns.
It does.
In terms of the heroes that they have selected so far.
But then you pick it on their...
It's an IO. As you said, you know, these guys, they can certainly play IO.
Yeah. So,
And with the Cottle gone, I think the Cottle was definitely what they were after.
I think so, too. I do think so.
In terms of the Beastmaster, but yeah, Beastmaster IO, that's a very aggressive duo that can run down the safe lane.
Especially when you see a Rubik, you're already knowing that safe lane's going to be slightly weak.
Yeah.
So they do prioritize the Elder Titan ban, though. Pi yesterday, of course, with that splitter plus Black Hole combo. They had some absurd stuff. And it's also very good versus Omni Knight in general.
Sort of makes me wonder if Execration is setting themselves up for a Terrorblade pick.
Possible.
Terrorblade Omni, good against the Razor. Bam, you pop the reflection, you get the aura of Beastmaster.
It's one of the, some of the three, right? The OD, the Queen of Pain, and the Terrorblade. Those like ranged heroes that you don't care so much about Link. You could actually be kind of a little bit safer to deal with it. Fnatic still taints. Oh, that's actually the other one, yeah. The PL versus Razor, that illusion-based heroes.
Like to see the Terrorblade. I really would for Execration. Or, as you say, the OD, for example, on the Omni. But any other sort of big ones we're forgetting about? I mean, in terms of control, sure, the other sort of supports left in, Disruptor.
I mean, they could Tinker, but there's a Beastmaster, so that makes it a lot harder to play because that's one of those catching heroes. Not the direct from the mid laner, but
well, they pick their position 4. Get the Tusk. Okay.
Just saving their course. They want to get more info.
Exactly. Saving whoever gets roared.
Yeah.
Getting them in that snowball and giving them a chance to come back in team fights. We could see some very clutch Tusk saves, that's for sure. As
10 seconds.
Yeah, with two heroes so far, very much focusing on that single target.
Yeah. This is a good pick because now they have this defensive with Omni and Tusk, and they haven't revealed what their carry, what their mid is.
I think for their mid, why not something like the Death Prophet for Fnatic? Death Prophet, Razor, Beastmaster, that's a lot of push.
That is a lot of push.
But I guess also they don't really want to maybe reveal all their 3 cores straight up.
Everyone's trying to protect their 2 main cores.
They're protecting the cores, yeah.
Yeah, they don't want to show it just yet so they don't get counterpicked too hard.
Yeah.
Bane, here you are. But yeah, Tusk versus Beastmaster is really nice versus that roar, like you said.
That's big. And there it is. I love it. That's what I wanted to see from Execration. They were setting it up with the bans. You know, taking out this Elder Titan, this Cole. This is setting the plateau for them to grab the Terrorblade against the Beastmaster. It is a strong pick. So I think Execration, they're going to be happy with having the Terrorblade Omni. This is exactly what Execration wanted, no questions asked.
Agreed. They wanted just one of those big illusion ships, but Terrorblade's probably the best.
I think that's the best. I think, sure, the PR was banned. I think they would have gone with the Terrorblade anyway. Yeah. That seems very, very sort of apt and
so
sort of broadcasted by the bans that they already had coming out. Execration. So back to Fnatic. They know that the Terrorblade's there. What can they do to deal with the TB? There's your IO.
It is the IO.
So we're getting a bit right. I was with the TB, you were with the IO.
I had a feeling.
That's nice.
I had a feeling because I don't know. I actually just had a feeling they were going to do it.
Because we saw, who did Beastmaster IO yesterday?
Liquid has done it, and then
Liquid
we saw
did it.
TNC tried to do it yesterday, and they got smashed with it. But we did see this one, and we've seen teams starting to flow back toward that IO because you can put a lot of pressure. So now they could even do this. So Razor in a 1v1.
Beastmaster IO.
Beastmaster IO Bane.
Run it,
Run a tri-lane, pressure that Terrorblade.
So now, for both sides, what are we still looking at? As you imagine, what you think the Razor will be on the side lane, and Fnatic still looking for their mid, likewise with Execration?
They want that Razor. They want that Razor versus Omni Knight.
They want
the thing is that what happens now is that Omni Knight can't pull the wave, so we might see Bane. Bane might start bottom just to sleep the Omni Knight so he doesn't pull the wave. And then it'll give the Razor that 1v1 direct matchup that's
you definitely want to go and make that play with the as we said, we saw that already today, how Bane is so good against that pull that all offlaners are doing nowadays. So final ban coming out now from Execration, looking to take away those mid heroes from Arbed. What are they going to do?
I'd still kind of be inclined to take out the Invoker.
I would agree. There's that global potential.
Good. It can be pretty good versus Omni Knight. Of course, he can block a lot of the spells, but Tornado versus Guardian Angel can remove all of that.
Forces the TB to get a BKB relatively early on in his build-up.
And they have Sunstrike set up with Beastmaster Bane around the map.
So ban the Ember, you said, as
they've played that
before.
They played it versus Execration earlier, or 7 days ago.
In previous tournaments, inferior tournaments, of course, to the CORSAIR DreamLeague. But Fnatic, now off the back of seeing that Ember ban, they themselves still looking to take something away from Execration in the mid.
What could it be? Like, it's like Invoker, it's just a Death Prophet too.
I wouldn't mind.
Fnatic's turn to
They banned the Tinker, of course, which was still there.
Okay. Yeah.
They banned the Tinker because they don't want to play it themselves.
So maybe they don't want the Invoker then.
So what do Fnatic want for Arbeb in that mid lane? They'll take the OD.
It is the
I like that sort of also maybe a bit of a block pick of, you know, Execration getting that OD Omni combo in the mid lane.
Yeah, definitely. That's it's really good versus TB too.
I mean,
illusions.
We've seen Execration do it one before. Would it be too? I guess it would be too greedy. Would they go with the Deucer? Again, for Carl. Carl had a great game on the Deucer.
Could be really greedy.
They went Deucer Gyro. Maybe they could take the Gyro mid. If you're Execration.
That sounds okay.
It feels very Execration-y to go with one of those two Gyros and Deucers. Of course, the classic OD combo counters if they wanted to, like the sniper and such. Still in the pool. Oh, they go okay. They go with the puck. So
they're fully committed on this tower blade.
It is. This is
TB.
Absolutely all around this TB for Execration. And I mean TB, it can sort of suffer against the OD, can't he?
And there's a Bane. Enfeeble later in the game that can help heavily hurt that physical damage that comes through, because that does not get dispelled by the repel.
I'm a little worried. Yeah, it's a lot of pressure on the Terrorblade, as you said.
I do think there's a lot of pressure
that poke being picked, no sort of any.
And they've got like 3 heroes that are good versus the Terrorblade.
Yes.
Razor's like it goes kind of both ways. If you can close the gap, you're good. If you can't, you're not as good. OD, you can clear the illusions easily. Beastmaster's that hard lockdown.
Yeah.
Rubik's got decent spells to steal though.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, game 1 of the finals here at the CORSAIR DreamLeague Season 9 Southeast Asia qualifiers. Prediction time. I've got to go with Fnatic. I'm not sold on the Terrorblade, and I think it's going to be a lot of pressure on the Terrorblade, and Fnatic definitely have means to shut it down this game.
Companion cube. Let's go.
Yeah, you're going with the IO. He's going with Fnatic as well.
With Fnatic as well.
So, let's see if we're wrong. Jackie Mao, you never know what Envy has in plan. It could be amazing or it could be unamazing. We'll see. Because the game is about to start. We do have a pause at the moment.
I want to see if they do this pressure lane. I know they're going to do the IO Beastmaster. I think Pi will start top and then make the move, and then he'll make adjustments based off the support.
See what he does with the bang.
I think in general he wants to make that move, and he wants to play around that Beastmaster and pressure that Terrorblade. And we will see. Let's
have a look, ladies and gentlemen, and see what goes on between these two. The Nando Terrorblade, can he carry Execration to victory? Oh no, what is going to be, as we say, very much so.
1 sec, let me set
4 protect, 1 call. And the Carl puck. Taken to the mid lane. And do you imagine the puck has what, decent time against the OD?
This one comes down to pretty much the player a lot more, but I think Puck does win. But I think OD is probably gonna. I mean, he's just gonna do like this Astral build. He's gonna get help.
Okay. Yeah, the DJI. Looking forward to seeing that one come back.
Puck's base damage is just really high versus OD, and you have a range advantage too. But once levels start coming out, OD catches back up. And I'm assuming he's gonna get help, and I mean it's Abed. Abed's one of the best 1v1ers. So top, we already see it is looking like it is going to be. Pi was starting to go bottom, but I think with the Omni build, I think Razor scouted him too. He sees the boots plus the stout shield, and they're just swapping the lanes up.
Okay. So what? Just because the boots are there, you don't favor?
I don't think. No.
I mean, I think they're going back up.
I think Razor should stay top.
I think he's going back.
Yesterday we saw them change up the lanes a lot yesterday on Fnatic, and I was a bit intrigued by it. I think this time it has to be Bane catching that Omni so he doesn't pull, and I guess Beastmaster just wanted to block mid for his buddy. They want to pressure the Terrorblade with the IO Beastmaster. I'm sticking with what I said earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's exactly that. So Pi...
Yeah, I don't know if maybe they saw the puck up there, so maybe wondered if the puck was going to go in that.
Oh, I think you're actually right.
And then, because, yeah, the Omni was on the high ground and the ward's on the low ground, so they might, they didn't want the puck match up against the Riz, but...
So they are going to get
exactly, getting the lanes that they want.
And look at Yash. He's running through top, but there's vision there. Pi placed a ward down to watch this, because they know this Omni Knight has to catch the wave, or he's going to suffer so hard versus...
And Pi...
And Pi's here.
He's going to come.
He's got Nightmare skilled already. He knows.
Yaj, as long as he's not speedy enough, which he isn't, he is not going to get away with that creep wave.
He got the range creep.
Oh, he got the range creep. There we go. Okay, he gets one, but not what Yaj was hoping for. Is now the lane in a perfect position for Envy to farm. And that XP from that bonus wave will not be there to start with for Yaj. Envy gets a bit more right clicks. So.
He's gonna suffer so hard in this lane. He's actually gonna get like very little CS. He's gonna get mostly denied. Envy's gonna be heavily accelerated, and then we do see right away Pi rotates. So, okay, I learned something. I learned something right. Mid lane, he's gonna start bullying that puck so the OD can catch back up, because as we see, puck is winning right now. And that pressure lane bottom. Tri lane fully by Execration. DJ's got the bottle finished. Lumic taking a lot of damage, but now DJ has to get away. Meta really hurts IO.
Yeah, they try and chase Universe.
And here comes Pi.
Actually cutting down the trees. They've got the... So there we go with the Nightmare turning around straight onto DJ. Still held in place. Nando can't get the punch of it. DJ tethers across. It doesn't matter. Fade bolts there from Grims to secure first blood. Nando falling incredibly low. Universe is trying to chase down this Terrorblade. The Axes will do it. They do get the kill, but Grims gets the double. So overall a 2-for-1. Now, maybe Fnatic can find some more. Another pair of axes thrown out to Lumic. Won't quite get the kill. So Execration get first, but they get 2 kills, but they do lose their Terrorblade.
Yeah, this is the pressure lane. They don't... The getting kills, great. But Universe is just disrupting this Terrorblade's farm so hard. And they actually use an aggressive glyph here early on Execration. And look at Carl. He's doing great in that mid matchup. Like we're mentioning, puck does win, but at one point, OD starts to catch back up once you get a couple instacks from your orb. And Pi's going to be playing between these 2 lanes because Envy, he does not care about laning versus an Omni Knight at all. He's going to crush him.
15-12 against the 2-for-0. Just, Razor versus Omni things.
Yep. He's just keeping the wave constantly. Yaj did finally get one of the pulls, though, so he's going to get a couple levels down here. This is the only way to lane like this. This is the only way to lane as an Omni Knight versus a Razor. Is don't lane.
Top tower is under attack.
Mid lane. Pi. Coming in with the wraparound.
There's some harassment. He's trying to just help Abed.
Yeah, because so far, this puck doing a great job. 17-for-7. Oh.
CS battles is great.
So bottom lane still, Nando. 11-for-4, but definitely the pressure from Universe being felt. As this Beastmaster Eye lane is doing a good job at continuing to slow down the farm at the Terrorblade mid lane. Carl, again, still having to worry about this constant pressure of Pi as he keeps looking in and out of this lane.
Abed is really suffering, though. The double null, that damage. It's 80 base damage on a puck. Just gives you that clear advantage over an OD early on. He's dodging all of those arcane orbs, too. Yeah, Carl is playing this lane actually like perfectly right now. He
really is. As I said, the CS is quite different. It's... I mean, as you mentioned at the start, you didn't necessarily expect the puck to win this matchup that well.
He wins, but he doesn't win it. He wins it, doesn't win it that hard. It's just you have that range advantage. You have spells that you can push out the lane with better. But Abed's getting kind of handled here by Carl.
And Abed had a bit of help. You know, Pilot did come into the mid lane.
Yeah, top, Envy.
Is getting closed down upon underneath this tower.
It's a DD rune on Lumic.
They're punching in. Envy does not have to stand in for a couple of seconds either, so they'll dive in with the snowball, but the saves there from DJ.
Oh,
now
DJ.
It gets scary. Now things are going to turn around in favor of Fnatic because DJ's there with the save. Envy moving in. Can he get both of these? Doesn't look like he'll get Lumic. Lumic will escape. Yaj, is he going to be quite fortunate? He does have that movement speed, and it looks like Envy without brown boots. He can't claim this, but Pilot can. Rotates across from mid lane. And they will get the one. Pi, he'd love to find Lumic as well, but Lumic knows he's hiding in the tree line and will TP out. Yeah, Envy's going to need some brown boots ASAP.
Yeah. So they are pressuring the Terrorblade, but like we've been saying, man, this OD, 12-3 to 28-13.
This, honestly, this Carl is just, he's popping off today. We saw his Deucer last game, and now on Puck, handling Abed. That's quite something. He could be in trouble now, though, as usually is the case when we talk someone up. Oh, he's salving. He's fine.
He even gives him, he gives Pi a hit, too. But now Pi's coming. He's got DJ, too. They can tether in. They don't have too much weight to chase, though.
Carl should be fine. He's got the 1 charges and an orb available, and Shrine is there as well. So
they're he's
just pulling them back.
They're just trying to protect the rune for DJ. So rune does spawn top, and Coil comes out.
Carl, he is just manning up. I mean, he's created time for the rest of the team to come forward. They're looking for Pi. They'll burst him down. Carl just teasing Fnatic there. Universe will try and strike back.
Universe has the phase boots now, so this is where he can put a ton of pressure on these two.
Here comes the angry Lumberjack, and bam. That's a Rubik cut down, but still, yeah, Carl playing very aggressively on the puck. He's a confident puck player.
Yeah, they did pull him out of his lane for quite a long time. We see Abed, he's starting to catch slightly back up, but still quite behind that puck. Pi and DJ farming these neutral creeps to keep their levels up, and Universe, we will see him go for that. It looks like the Medallion Shadowblade build. With an IO, you want to be able to set up relocates around the map as a Beastmaster.
Bottom lane. Snowball in onto DJ. They rip him away from Universe with the telekinesis. Grims with the control. Top lane at Envy. Giving a bit of a chase down onto Yaj with that Eye of the Storm. One more touch and he'll find this. Envy getting a solo kill there with the brown boots. That's all he needs. And the Eye of the Storm. Outplaying that Omni Knight, getting a severe level difference. Yeah, look at that. Level 8 on the Razor, level 4 on the offlane Omni.
I mean, that's as expected. Just because of the one situation of just Pi up there. That one sleep ruins the whole lane pretty much for an Omni Knight. Abed catching up more. 24. He's getting the levels up, so he's starting to be able to last hit a bit better. And Nando. 36 last hits, though. He's still farming pretty well down here. Lumik walks up a bit too far.
Oh, he'll snowball. I see with the Sunder as well, cutting DJ down to half health. He'll still get the tether across DJ. Still alive for now. Nando trying to close the gap, but DJ, he's out of there. Universe turns. He's right-clicking down. He supports 1 by 1. Grims with the telekinesis buying some time, but it's not enough. Double kill for Universe. As he is just running and right-clicking down these heroes. Even Nando's being gone upon. Nando does get the reflection, but DJ's there with the save, buying time. They've got the snowball. Nando still with the remainder of the Metamorphosis, but Universe, he wants this kill. He's chasing it, diving the tower. One more touch. Universe just beating the crap out of these kids.
And he TP's out under the tower. Look at how much gold this man has. 1,600. He just buys a Claymore. It's 8 minutes in. Look at this base damage. He's doing 120 damage per hit. Oh my goodness.
That's terrifying. This Beastmaster just running at you with his axes. Wow.
Action-packed game. This is what I want.
And that's an instant, yeah, see you later. As Yaj is not messing around with Envy.
Envy's already got a full hood. Going for those phase boots next. Like you said, level 9 to the level 5 Omni Knight. He's almost level 6, but... And bottom, the pressure continues. Roar comes out.
Oh, he's going in again.
Nando's dead.
He's got no Sunder. The Beast Man is just too scary.
This lane is insane.
Beastmaster Io.
The axes, just the damage amp with the phase boots. He starts hitting so hard. He doesn't even have a Blightstone for the minus armor because his TP's just got such high armor. And that's Abed. That was an aggressive play by Carl. He tried to go for the Dream Coil kill, but Pi defensive TP in.
Carl?
Look at how confident he is.
I mean, he could still kill Pi, and he will. Oh no, Pi? We can get it! Oh, the Nightmare Dodge.
The outplay. And that's very costly, because Carl, who's been doing very incredibly well versus OD, he's still 1,000 gold ahead of him, but does give a very costly death. He's 1,000 gold ahead of Abed.
Yeah. He's having a great time in mid. Apart from that death. So that Envy at the top.
Envy and Hood. Name something more. Name a pair more.
No, you meant name a, what is it? A more something anime duo, isn't it?
No, I wasn't going for some anime thing. It was just name a more complicated.
Oh, I mean, Envy was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, all the anime kids wear hoods, don't they? They always like cover their faces and they're all like mysterious.
Oh.
Like, whoa.
I get it.
Anime. I don't know what they say.
That's what they say. They just say anime. Good one, Owen.
Some deep writing.
Yeah. So the hood. It's a pretty good hood game. There's the Rubik nukes. He can go offensive null field, Tusk nukes, Puck nukes. It still is a fine item build. Envy really likes the item. It is very valuable.
Well, it is yeah.
It's a very wide that barrier.
We've got an earn now on DJ with the action at the beginning down bottom. And
he's got earn. He's almost level 6 as well.
He's got it.
Universe is pretty much has the Shadow Blade finished up too at a very early moment. The pressure on the Terror Blade is absolutely working.
It is. I mean, Nando, CS is still okay, but as you can see, the difference really is there between his safe lane and Envy's safe lane. 25 CS difference.
DJ tethers up the catapult for that overcharge to get more tower hits.
And Envy is on the verge of taking a tower himself up top on his own. Mid lane, moving on to Pylai Die. Arbed's going to come forward. Carl's going to be able to jump in and burst down Pi. They'll turn their attention towards Arbed. Dream Coil down onto 2. Arbed's got the savior of DJ. Comes in with the tether. Now Fnatic moving in, seeing if they can catch out Lumic. DJ goes in. One more right click, one more ball slap, and DJ finds the kill. He will pay with his life, but gets a second bit of action there for Arbed in that middle lane.
Carl's he is actually playing so confident right now. He's got the Veil finished up if he wants to purchase it. He's gonna go, it looks like he wants to Shrine. He wants to orb the mid lane one more time and then just go Shrine. He's just staying confident, look at this.
Oh, Shadow Blade is there for Universe. Arcane Rune as well. Oh, would be a bit of a dream for him if he wants to rotate with it.
Yeah,
pop the Roar, and that'll just to be the case. He'll back up, he'll Shrine up with Arbed by the looks of it. And then want to try and, I'm sure he's going to want to try and do something with that Roar.
Yeah, with Shadow Blade he can catch anybody off guard. He can just Shadow Blade. He might even be able to get the hit off on most heroes and then get the Roar. Anyone but the Puck.
There they go. Smoke up.
They've got level 6 on Io. I believe they're giving Bane the lane so that he can have 6 as well. And even Envy's making the rotation guy. Actually, no, Envy's just farming jungle.
Nando.
He has a TP though.
Nando would be the one you want to find.
Yeah.
If you can get a jump on him, they should have. I mean, they should have enough burst to beat him down.
Yeah, they should.
It's kind of close. He might get the chance to Sunder.
If there's a Tusk there, absolutely. But otherwise, if the Bane is there plus Beastmaster IO, they have more than enough burst for this Tower Blade.
I think they'll scan. They'll feel that Execration are aware of this because they scanned behind the tower, saw that someone was there, so they know that Nando's just playing very safe. And with that in mind, they won't look to go there for the play.
The Fiend's Grip comes out.
Or maybe with the Fiend's Grip they can, but there's a lot of people behind him. That's the problem with trying to go for this now. Pi does manage to Nightmare dodge the snowball, but he's not going to be able to Nightmare dodge the rest of that. Sunder comes through for Nando, takes his life, quite literally. And that will be Pylai Die down.
Universe instantly bailed there.
Yeah, he's like,
he knew. Yeah, they must have been, it was probably just the call, like, leave me.
Yeah, I was a little surprised they tried, because, I mean, they knew that there was people behind them.
Yeah, and it's under the tower, and it's versus a Tusk who can, you know, snowball versus both Fiend's Grip and the Roar. Trying to get some tower pressure. Meta is online. Universe going to throw some axes to try to stall this one out, and I'm assuming they might even bring the Razor down here. Envy is a bit low on mana, though, to defend this tower. I wouldn't imagine they want to lose this one this early, though.
Shards to Pi. Close the gap with the snowball, burst in from Carl, and that's going to be one down. Envy has been brought in by DJ. They're looking to turn. The GA comes out immediately. They're from Execration. Static link on Grims, starting to rack up that right click. Envy as he chases them down. Astral on one from Arbed. Fnatic fighting back incredibly hard here. They'll get at least the Rubik. Can they get anything more? That's the question. Envy looking towards Nando, but still a little scared of what may be waiting on the sidelines. Carl getting it earned up.
Envy did link some damage, but he also got linked at the same time, so he actually is hitting for 0.
Ah.
Yeah, the Razor got quick stolen by that.
Yeah, that's a nice play from Rubik in that sense.
And DJ gets picked off on the relocate back by Carl, who just has the spidey sense of exactly where the relocate came from.
Now Envy is in position, down bottom, to try and put some pressure onto that tier 1 towers. Yeah, Execration. Nando, he'll head up top to farm, no interest in trying to defend.
You saw the build too, right? Envy's build?
The Yule Scepter.
He is speedy.
He's speedy. He's got a way to keep that link going.
Yep.
And a good way to remove that silence from the puck. This medallion done for Universe as well. They'll get the ward down, but it was underneath the ward of Fnatic, so they'll know straight away that Grims has popped that there.
How is Abed? Has he caught back up a bit? He has. He's close to that 4-staff. Level 11 as well. Very high level on the OD.
He's been getting a lot of space in this mid lane.
Yeah, he has. Carl does have the Blink Dagger. He's going to just nuke the wave out. Clear away. Pi was trying to get the wraparound for Fiend Script. But the pressure does continue bottom.
Envy.
He might be going a bit deep here.
He's
coming.
going pretty deep. I mean, he'll get a good static link up, but he's behind a tier 2 tower. He's trying to outplay them, and in fact, with Universe's help, I think Envy can. He takes down one. He looks towards Lumic. Lumic's going to hide in the tree line. Envy's going to come searching for Lumic. Tries for the TP out. He's not going to make it, and Envy
and Universe, they're actually going to transition this into a pretty good tower push, too.
He does not dive too far at all, it turns out.
Nope.
He is pretty big with the hood and stuff. We know that Envy, the highest net worth on the board, and it shows there as they just couldn't do anything about the fact that he dove in underneath that tower.
Yeah, the only way that they can fight this Razor is if they outnumber him or bring him with those heavy cores in top lane. Nando.
There's a relocate coming in. They're on the hunt for Nando. Nando has got a TP, but with Pyla down in the neighborhood, there's no way he can get out. He can go for a Sunder.
He's a dead man.
He is certainly in trouble. The Yules comes out. He doesn't even get the chance to cast it as Pyla die brain saps him in the face.
Fnatic staying very aggressive around the map. 5k gold lead already, even though Carl had such an incredible performance in the mid lane. It's this Razor who's just having a standout. 9,200 net worth. Envy.
Carl, if he finds DJ. Oh, DJ. Oh, he's dead. Carl getting himself a nice bit of a freebie there.
Has the Veil now finished up. Whenever he gets back to base.
Still overall 5k lead.
Yeah.
Envy just,
he's
that
just
pre-farm lane has propelled him so far ahead.
He's going for the Shiva's build too. He's going to be very tanky versus that Terror Blade. He has the chase mechanic as well, as you saw. You know, you can do the Euros with the link combo, or you can just chase with that Shiva's Guard when he has it. Level 15. His hood build too. The hood makes him so tanky to go for those dives. That's why bottom it was just like, oh, he just easily gets the dive, gets the tower as well. Taking a tier 2 bottom already.
Full Solar Crest on Universe as well.
Yeah, and then he's going to go back for the Necro Book. He's going to have a lot of solo kill potential with this, but they can always set up for reloads.
He's found Carl straight up with the Roar and the right clicks. Is it enough though? Carl is going to have the chance to pot the phase shift. He's got the blink out. He'll make it away.
Yeah. They'll
try for the chase here, but this, they have the Shrine. Carl, one more orb. And he is out of there, so bringing in Envy, but not able to take him down. The puck just a little too farmed. He's got a bit of armor, of course, from the Veil and such. And
yeah, I think maybe if he didn't have the Veil there, it would have been a lot closer, but...
Oh, Carl, I mean, he's straight off the back of that, and he's actually looking for kills. He's chasing down Pi, has the repel. So
he might just Fiend Script him.
He will indeed, and now Universe, he's come for round 2. He's TP'd across the mid lane. The GA comes out though. Phase shift, the stolen sanities is thrown down, so it burns a little mana off that of Fnatic's. They're pretty deep here behind the tower, and it will cost them the Rubik's life. Pyla die, DJ. Being saved at the moment by DJ. So Fnatic lose no one there.
Carl lives at least though. They only lose the Rubik out of all of that. That was an OD ulti committed. That was super close to Pi dying. DJ comes in clutch again.
Fnatic will get the push on in mid. Take the tier 1 tower.
How's Terror Blade doing? They were giving space to TB to farm.
Oh, and the Blink Dagger. Did you see the Blink Dagger build on Envy?
He went Blink over the... Oh, okay. He went Blink instead of the Evos. He's actually switched his build entirely.
The Phase, Hood, Yules, Blink Dagger.
Guess the Hero Edition right now, if you saw that.
Envy trying different things out, and for this game, when you're this, if you got this amount of vibes in 19 minutes in, I mean, he's pretty invincible. I
mean, he can just hunt this poor Terror Blade here.
Just chase him down.
And now he's got his own way of canceling TPs, but the Reflection will cancel that Blink constantly.
Smoke up now for the Execration, and it's underneath the ward. Fnatic know what's up. And if anything, do they want to try and take looks for? They're more interested in just putting pressure down bottom, avoiding this. Envy heading straight back towards the mid lane, as far away from this movement as he can.
They can position themselves on high ground. Maybe Pi's even just going to tank this one.
Let's see, Nando.
They know exactly where they are.
They do. Envy getting the vision with the blink forward and the plasma field.
He has no fear when his team gets closer.
And
Universe.
He goes for the attempts on an easy one. Tusk left behind, Lumic. He'll pop the snowball, but he'll only be burying himself in his own snowy coffin.
Oh, Abed wanted to secure that last hit with Astral.
I mean, Envy with this blink, he's all over the place. He's immediately already over here, chasing down Yaj. The Dream Core will hold him back, but there's the Yules. The Envy build working out. Yaj falling low, past the purification, will be enough to keep him alive. Now the jump back, and DJ gets bursted. Carl eliminating the IO. So 6k lead still for Fnatic. Roshan is up.
They're going to go into it here. They've got the Solar Crest. They've got Beastmaster to make this one a lot faster, too.
Execration going to know.
They don't have Coil, so a lot of their team fight is limited.
They can still go for a steal with the puck, but Carl actually down towards the bottom at the moment.
They don't have any vision around here.
He has got that TP, but yeah, I don't think... Is Carl going to head over there in time? It's falling low, Roche.
Doesn't look... Nah, they won't be able to get here in time now.
They're sending a Terrorblade Illusion in, but it will be much too late as Fnatic get away with Roche. Get away with grabbing the Aegis onto Eternal Envy.
Yeah, Envy's... I mean, the way Envy's been playing, you got to give it to this guy. He's crushing at this game. Level 17, next highest level, level 15.
Interesting.
Has the Yasha finished up going that S&Y. Just full movement speed build by Envy this game.
Bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Here I am.
Envy on the hunt.
Radiant are scanning.
Seeing if he can maybe catch out. Nando, bottom lane Carl getting the space for another tower.
Dire's bottom
They just
tower
need more
is
time for
under
Nando to
attack.
get farmed up. He's got Hurricane Pike push Yasha. He needs that Hurricane Pike versus the Razor, of course.
Radiant's top
But does
tower
need more
is
time
under
to be able
attack.
to get farmed up versus this team.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
DJ will be going just for the mech build on the IO, one of the strongest ones because of the double heal, of course.
And Fnatic now looking to sweep through the jungle of Execration on a hunt for Nando.
They saw an illusion, so they have an idea of where he is. Envy spots him. He has the Yules to cancel too if he gets vision.
Oh, is he going to get out?
He's going to get out!
Oh, that nice little spot there, which was on the low ground, right? But just, they didn't see him, what, because in between the trees and such?
Yeah, it was like...
That was, yeah. I guess with the nighttime, he just managed to... I guess he forced himself just out of the vision of them, and they obviously assumed he'd forced up to the high ground, so they went around rather than going straight into the area, so he gets away. Indeed, they've got the setup. Fiend's Grip into Raw. Carl will be caught out.
Worth the double committal for that puck, just because of how obnoxious and how well Carl's been
Carl
playing.
is as farmed, if not because he's even a little bit more farmed than the Terrorblade.
Yeah, Envy hunting. He wants this Rubik. Able to take the Yules.
Bringing in
the Purge
the
Slow.
backup. Grims is down, and that's a second pickup for Fnatic.
So that's kind of a neat thing that you can do with the Yules. Not only just that link into Yules, but it always makes your passive proc when you get next to him.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
DJ will escape.
Oh, I love the way the reflection of the companion cube of the IO looks.
Oh, Nando.
Just some damage. Envy says thank you.
Envy, how far does he want to dive?
Taking
He wants to dive all the way, Envy. He goes right in, right
Plus
out.
271.
Thank you very much, he says.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
He's into tower damage. Look at that. Does 470 on that one with a couple hits.
Radiant's
Mid tower
top
as well,
tower
getting
is under
pressured.
attack.
8k gold advantage now. Fnatic.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
They're stepping it up. They're keeping the pace high.
Yeah.
It's, as we said, a lot of weight on Execration's lineup going the way of the Terrorblade pick.
It's all on him pretty much.
He has to carry.
And they're even itemizing to make it even more on him. You see, the mech is finished up now on the IO, so that's going to reduce a lot of the damage so they can stand their ground inside of the coil. And Universe is also, he's queued up a pipe if he does want to finish that one. So if the coil comes out, they're all just going to stand bunched together as a unit and fight versus this lineup. Hex will be the following choice for Abed. He's completely recovered in this game. 2-0 and 4, 160 last hits, level 17. Blink Hurricane already. Normal time, 24 minutes.
Universe actually switching up what he's queuing up. He's thinking about it.
Okay.
He's queuing up the Orchid.
Is Envy gonna go finish a pipe either? Nah, guess not.
I guess the hood's enough, really, for Envy as we've seen.
Yeah.
I mean,
They might be able to stand their ground anyway versus the coil, because we've seen what happened. Yeah, that does no damage unless you break it, so.
yeah, the overall's sort of magical, but I mean, sure, in the laning stage it's decent, but it's not really, there's not really sort of any big late game magical damage. I mean, the puck is obviously the biggest.
Yeah, he goes back for the hood. He's going back for the pipe.
Oh, he is.
He switched it again.
All right. All right, Universe.
I mean, they're probably just discussing what item builds because they're in a very comfortable position.
I think so, yeah. So, well, 11k lead, SMY now done for Envy as well, so even more tanky.
Their 3 cores are very farmed, but it's also this IO who's a standout. Having that Mac DJ so early on, that's going to make their team fight a hell of a lot stronger. And he's going to be getting that Glimmer Cape, so he can just stay inside those fights longer to keep his teammates sustained. The following build, it looks like, yeah, they're just going to go for this group up, like we were saying. Beastmaster has queued up a Crimson Guard. So to reduce all their damage. Get a hood, get Crimson Guard. They do no magical, no physical, right? That's the way Dota works.
I think that's how the maths works out.
It will reduce the Terrorblade by quite a lot.
Oh, Yaj. He does not have a TP, but he does have a 4-star.
But Envy's fast.
He is now. They'll turn with the control, but they have more control on Fnatic. A roar down the ear holes of Tusk. Holds him in place, Carl. Chased down a little bit by Abed. It's the Aegis gone for Envy. But not that it was really much of an issue anyway, as Envy has not been in sort of any threat of dying recent.
Every side of the map is being pressured right now. Fnatic's even farming the enemy Ancients. They're farming all 3 lanes. Execration, they're in serious trouble right now.
They really are. They really are. The 2 cores of Fnatic just able to get lots more done across the map than Execration Zone 2.
They're actually just, look at this, they're stuck in their base. It's only the puck really farming out. And yeah, like we said, Fnatic is farming everything on the map. Every neutral camp, almost every creep wave as well, and the Ancients. They're very content. Universe has illusions. Look at this, he's farming 3 camps at the same time. The dream.
Damn.
Damn. Even Pi is, even DJ is farming as the IO in the nut jungle. Pi, alright, he's not really farming, but that's Pi. He doesn't need to farm.
He doesn't need money, Pi.
He's a Bane.
Exactly. He's just chilling. Glimmer Cape out. Yep, DJ. Glimmer Cape also done now for Pi.
Dire's middle tower
Just as you say, Fnatic playing the farm game, keeping the lead.
And now you just they're increasing the lead pretty steadily, yeah. It's like 16,000 almost, or 15,000 gold lead, 20,000 experience lead.
I mean, Execration,
they're stuck in their base still.
They've got to leave the base event. They've got to surely they've got to smoke up and try and
they have to try to make some,
because otherwise Fnatic are, as you say, just going to get further and further away, further ahead in advantage. And this Terrorblade is not going to keep up, so there we have it. That's what we need to see from Execration. Coming out, trying to get something done, and trying to punish this sort of safety and security that Fnatic feel they have.
Just trying to get that big wraparound on the mid lane here. Envy would be the dream kill if they can, but there is a lot of backup there, and it's at a tier 1.
This is a very hard fight for them to take. Universe with the Shadow Blade. Leading in, smoke will be dispelled on Nando. There's a double damage there. They want to get on the Terrorblade, but oh, he gets it. He picks it up. Quick roar comes out from Universe.
Gets stolen.
Crims with his own roar. Who's he going to look for the target to be? Pylite Die, stunned up, held by the telekinesis. That's Pylite Die down. DJ bringing in Envy on the sideline, but DJ, he's taking heavy damage. There's the stolen roar out onto the OD. Execration, they're bringing Arbet low. The heals come through from DJ, keeps Arbet alive, but it costs DJ his life. They've got the Sharp Block as well. Universe with the Shadow Blade, looking to retreat. The Dust Slow is out. Have they got any further control? Execration trying to chase. They'll take the tier 1. Universe just a little too speedy as it seems for them to control. But that is, sure, it's just 2 supports, but it's a good impression from Execration, getting out on the map, getting a tower, and able to take those 2 kills without losing anything themselves.
I think as soon as they get that DD, it's like the fight actually becomes very hard for Fnatic to take, because meta plus DD, you're sitting at 500 base damage.
And you can see, Envy actually got the touch on the rune. It was just the attack animation didn't finish, and oh,
the Hex.
Surprise Hex! Didn't expect that. The snowball comes in, but he didn't pick him up.
Envy's in.
Envy on the side. Chasing down, they're going to go for the TP straight out on the side.
They're
just getting the cores out. Lumic actually living, and indeed the Yules cancel onto Nando into the Fiend's grip. Nando's held in place. You can see Yaj trying to save his Terrorblade, trying to give Nando some sort of a chance. He has got the 1 charge and the Sunder. It gets off, but it doesn't matter. The roar's there from Universe. Look, they'll kill him anyway. And he is just chasing down hero after hero. Arbet tag teams in with the Hex.
Envy is... Damn. He's putting in so much work with this Yule Scepter. He's canceled multiple TPs with it. He always seems to be in the right place. Same thing with the Yules.
I think we'll...
with the Blink, sorry.
We'll see the Razor get back next game.
Yeah, he is
Execration, they are not going to let Eternal Envy do this again. As he is, as you said, he is just absolutely knocked it out of the park this game.
Yeah, the definite MVP.
Yeah. Straight in. Oh,
He's not done.
hello, that's the Tusk. There's still the Stolen Roar. That's Lumic looking very dead, and in fact, Abed, he's in with the Hex, takes down another. 24-15 now, Fnatic 15k lead. I don't know what Execration can do to swing this one round. It seems that Fnatic simply are too far ahead. As I think, I don't know, in the next game, as we sort of said, the problem was here, this sort of solo core pressure on the Terrorblade in a game where the Terrorblade is a hero is going to struggle. They're going to try though. Nando leading in, he's been repelled. Envy with the static link, Nando forces back to break it. Dream calls down onto 2, does get the snap stun onto Envy, but he's glimmer caved up by Pi. Pi will pay for this though. Carl jumps in, cleans up the Bane, jump forward, Carl desperately looking for more. DJ isn't going to be controlled as he tethers up to the high ground. The rest of Fnatic are out of there. Grims, maybe seeing if he can catch anyone, but DJ too far off to the side.
And they're able to defend the racks.
They are. This is true. They are holding on, but it's just, as I said, such an uphill struggle.
That statement is very true, though. They really are just holding on. But now Abed, he goes for the solo kill.
Oh, and he's going to get it. The mass checks out. The int high enough with the Sanity's Eclipse. That's your solo core that we're talking about, that you are heavily relying on as Execration to carry this game, and getting easily outplayed there by Abed on his own with that ult. Very, very hard for the Terrorblades to do anything about that.
Abed 7-0-4 now. That recovery.
Into the pit they go again.
Thank you from Envy making the rotations pretty much, putting all that space and pressure on the map. Same thing with Universe. Yeah, this IO Beastmaster is a terrifying duel.
And talking about the cores.
Oh, the IO Scepter bonus.
Oh, so. What, Envy, Eye of the Storms? What are we looking at the big ones to be? I mean, there's a...
Eye of the Storm, 2 charge, Astral, Roar.
And a dead Tusk.
And a dead Tusk. Brain Sap as well, gets reduced cooldown. There's all those. Whichever one you really tethers with.
Quite a lot of nice... Yeah, I like it.
They're all cool.
So, Cheese obviously into the hands of DJ. There's a haster in there. And as I was going to say, worth noting, if you haven't realized, none of the cores of Fnatic have died this game. Unless I'm wrong. Am I wrong?
No, you're right.
I'm right.
7-0-4 OD, 5-0-12 Razor, 7-0-11 Beastmaster.
It's the supports are tanking the deaths. Pilar, and DJ, they're soaking up all those kills. They've died an even amount each. 8 deaths on the 2 supports each. But
that's actually really nice you pointed that out.
Yeah,
that's a good call.
It's pretty crazy. None of the cores have died.
Every fight, they're bailing each other out.
Well.
Damn.
So, 20k lead coming up now for Fnatic. How's the Terrorblade doing? He's under the Farmer Universe. Nando is just struggling this game. As I said, I think this is sort of the second Terrorblade pick today that we've seen, that we already sort of had this impending feeling that it was going to be very hard to make work out.
It's like they really wanted it. They hard cut it in the bands. In the bands, they were like pretty much stating, we want this Terrorblade.
Yeah,
and then they take it when there's pretty good heroes versus them.
Absolutely, because Abed just takes the OD, and as we're seeing now at this point of the game, it just becomes almost impossible for the Terrorblade to play this matchup from behind.
Yeah.
Envy with his butterfly, 3k gold on top of it. Can go for whatever he wants. He's looking for the Meonis, so he's got a bit of ways to deal with the illusions himself.
Level 24 on Razor too. Yeah, I mean Envy's been all over the place this game. It's a spectacle. I love it. None
of the cores dying. I'm just excited to see which core dies first, if any.
All right, let's see. Who do you think it's gonna be?
I mean, you would imagine. I mean, you would. I don't know. I mean, which core is most likely to die? Beastmaster's pretty tanky.
I think it's gonna be Universe.
You think it's gonna be Universe?
I think he's really tanky, but I think he's gonna be. Actually, I don't think any of the cores.
I don't think any. Yeah, DJ and Page has been doing a great job of saving them, and as I say, taking the kills, taking the deaths themselves.
Yeah, I mean, Execration is just, again, they're locked in their base. They're not unable to get any farm, and as you're mentioning, 21k gold lead, 30k experience lead. It's just getting scarier and scarier. They're accruing more items. Linken's OD.
Radiant's bottom shrine is under attack.
Probably just, I mean, they could even just wait for the level 25 on the Razors, on the Razor,
on the OD. They're very close to it, aren't they?
They've still got Aegis, though. They might want to make a play, but it's still got some time on it.
I mean, it just really feels there's no pressure for Fnatic.
Yeah, they're cruising.
Take this game at whatever pace they want now.
Yep.
Maelstrom done for Envy. Yeah, still having that cheese as well. DJ. MV1, 1K goal, and he's got to complete him Ione, so
yeah,
probably just making the call to wait for that.
This might be one of the crisper games I've seen from Fnatic in a long time.
Yeah, very, very rare to see a game when none of the cores die.
Yeah. There it is, level 25 for Envy, 35 minutes.
Attack speed.
So far.
Oh, yes.
They're both at over 600 GPM on Razor and OD.
Oh. Mid lane, sorry, top lane. Envy, pushing in.
That tether bonus.
With that Axe Eye of the Storm, indeed, thanks to DJ's talent. Tether Scepter bonus, helping push him onto the racks. Envy, standing his ground, and that will be the top melee racks gone. The range racks as well to fall. Envy moving across, eyes towards the puck, but a quick phase shift and blink out will keep Carl safe. The racks, on the other hand, they're in a bit of danger. Move forward with Nando, he's been repelled. Fnatic will respect that, they'll back off. Because Envy, he's got the money for that Mione. And he'll probably go pick that up. There's no point in saving for a buyback at this stage, as the chances of them dying are very slim.
I want to see his attack speed.
It's going to be great.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
It's going to be lightning for days. Roshan in, as you can see, 3 minutes and 40 seconds. Slightly. Well, that's when it may respawn, so still quite a bit of time because
he did get rid of
Aegis. It will go soon.
He got rid of his boots, huh? Yeah. So he's got butterfly SNY.
I mean, what's his move speed without boots? Yeah,
454. That's without flutter.
Yeah, you'll take that. You don't need boots.
And he's
there we go.
Tether Aghanims.
Doing work again, just chomping through that tier 3 tower. Nando trying to head in. He'll pop the reflection. It really doesn't do that much at all, as Envy's just being buffed up by the team. Stands on the high ground.
Look at all the buffs.
And takes down the tier 3. They'll pop down the Dream Coil.
Look at all the buffs on Envy.
They've got the Metamorphosis, but the Raw's out. The Tusk just melts. Nando trying to commit now with the BKB and Metamorphosis. Looking towards DJ. DJ keeping his distance. Nando wants at least that, but the save's there from Arbed. With the Astral, DJ will be fine.
He still had the cheese, too. He was holding it as long as he could. Didn't have to use it now, actually, too. And they're going to make their way bottom. That is 2 sets. Well, 2 sets and a melee. Or whatever you know.
Very slow, methodical victory here for Fnatic, as Execration's chances. I mean, I'd love to see something incredible, but
30K.
Really does feel like if there was ever a game for that sort of comeback to happen in, this is not it.
This is not it.
This is not it. As I think it'll be back to the drawing board for Execration in game 2. As they need to seriously rethink how they want to run their cores. I think Carl, he had a great performance on the puck, but I think it was not the hero. It just wasn't a hero where he could do enough.
Look at Envy. He's like, oh, thank you for this illusion.
Oh, look at that.
Just get my plus 280 damage really quick. Okay, thank you. And, no,
and he just jumps in.
He's in.
He just knows he's not going to die. He can rely on DJ to come in, tether him up. And Rubik just dies. Crimson Guard's up. Fnatic, they just stand there, stand strong with the Eye of the Storm. The Scepter tether bonus from DJ really helping them close the game off. Carl jumps forward, but they can just do no damage whatsoever to Fnatic. The Raw's out onto the Terrorblade. GA and Repel comes through, but the racks are gone. They'll tap out now. GG is called, and Fnatic quite literally winning the game, and none of their cores losing a single life.
That was an impressive, very impressive performance by the boys at Fnatic.
Very, very impressive.
I mean, that was a little. I actually want to say that's like no mistakes, because the supports tanked all the deaths.
Yep.
It's like maybe they could have like helped Abed a bit more in the mid lane, but he recovered. They put the pressure elsewhere. Terrorblade never got online because they did that dual pressure, and the Bane even coming down after a point. They did like a kind of try aggro, leaving that Razor in a 1v1 who was like 5 levels at advantage over the Omni Knight. Their mid game decisions as well. They've read the movements, and Envy on the Razor. Huh? This build, the Phase Hood, Yules, Blink, SNY.
That's the build.
And it worked. It worked perfectly.
Absolutely worked. So, ladies and gentlemen, game 1 going to Fnatic in quite some style. As we said, we are definitely going to see changes from what Execration try and draft against Fnatic in game 2, as this solo core Terrorblade it absolutely didn't work.
Yeah, definitely not. Especially not versus a Razor.
Not versus a Razor. Not versus an OD.
Not versus OD.
Sure, the OD was the last pick, but still, you got to be aware of that.
It is hard, but when you're trying to pick like a solo core versus Terrorblade and Bane as well, these heroes, you're going to get roared, you're going to get Fiend Script in a lot of situations, even though there's a Tusk, Snowball, and whatnot to try to save. It is a lot of damage reduction coming into it. It is just a hard game for them to play that draft.
Well, Fnatic take game 1. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen, as we'll be back here at the CORSAIR DreamLeague Season 9 to see what happens in game 2 and see if Execration can step it up or if Fnatic will just continue playing at this another level. We'll see you soon.